If you are over 60 and you have noticed your muscles getting softer, your legs tiring faster, or simple tasks feeling heavier than before, you are not imagining it. Something real is happening inside your body, but it is not just age wearing you down. It is a slow, silent loss of muscle called sarcopenia, and it affects about half of older adults. Here is the hopeful part most people never hear. Muscle loss is not just an age problem, it is a nutrition problem. Your muscles are not disappearing because your body forgot how to grow. They are fading because they are missing nutrients they no longer receive. In this video, I will show you 10 everyday foods that begin feeding your muscles again and help your strength return. Muscle loss almost never begins with a dramatic event. It usually starts with changes so small you can easily ignore them. 1 month it takes you a little longer to get out of bed. A few months later, carrying groceries feels slightly heavier. Then, almost without noticing when it began, you find yourself pushing off your thighs to stand from a low chair or pausing halfway up the stairs to catch your breath. For years, these changes are blamed on getting older, but there is a specific biological shift happening underneath. Your muscle fibers are constantly being broken down and rebuilt. When you were younger, that cycle was fast and efficient. Hormones like growth hormone and testosterone were stronger, your digestion was robust, and your repair systems responded quickly to any demand from movement. After 60, that balance changes. The signals that tell your body it is time to rebuild become weaker. The same meal that would once have triggered strong muscle repair now produces only a small response. Your muscles receive fewer amino acids after eating. The cells themselves become less responsive to protein. At the same time, low-grade inflammation creeps higher, interfering with the repair process, and your digestive system absorbs nutrients less efficiently than before. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. It means your muscles now require a louder, clearer signal and better nutrition just to maintain the same amount of tissue you once built easily. But most older adults unintentionally do the opposite. They eat less protein, skip meals, or rely on low-nutrient snacks because appetite and routine change with age. The result is a slow, steady slide in muscle mass and strength. If nothing changes, sarcopenia can eventually affect almost everything you do. It makes your walk shorter and slower. It reduces your ability to catch yourself if you trip. It weakens the muscles you use to rise from the toilet, step into the bathtub, or lift objects to a shelf. This is why sarcopenia is so closely linked with falls, fractures, and loss of independence. It is important to remember that none of this means you have failed or done something wrong. The modern world simply was not designed with aging muscles in mind. Convenience foods, rushed meals, and long periods of sitting all make it easier for sarcopenia to creep in. The moment you start understanding what is really happening, you can make different choices. Instead of feeling discouraged when a task feels harder, you can see it as a helpful signal that your muscles are asking for better fuel, not as proof that you are too old to change. The encouraging truth is that this process can be slowed dramatically and often reversed. Even in your 70s or 80s, muscle tissue is still highly adaptable. When you begin giving your body the right combination of nutrients, in the right amounts and at the right times, those weak repair signals grow stronger again. Broken fibers are replaced. Strength, balance, and confidence begin to return. The 10 foods we are about to walk through are designed to work with your biology, as it is now, not as it was at 20. They help your body overcome anabolic resistance and restart the rebuilding process from the inside out. When most people hear the phrase building muscle, they picture gyms, weights, and intense workouts. Movement absolutely matters, but after 60, exercise alone is rarely enough. You can think of exercise as the construction crew, and nutrition as the truck delivering bricks, cement, and tools. If the truck shows up empty, the workers have nothing to build with. In older adults, that empty truck is the real problem. Your muscles do not grow just because you used them. They grow when the effort of using them is followed by a surge of the right raw materials. Those materials include complete amino acids, healthy fats, vitamins like D and B12, and minerals such as magnesium and zinc. Together they activate pathways like mTOR, the internal build more muscle now signal inside your cells. Whole foods are uniquely powerful because they carry these nutrients in combinations your body recognizes. A piece of salmon does not provide only protein, it brings omega-3 fats and vitamin D. A serving of Greek yogurt does not just give you leucine, it also brings calcium, probiotics, and other amino acids that support digestion and absorption. This synergy is what supplements struggle to match. A plain protein powder can briefly raise amino acid levels in your blood, but without the supporting nutrients, much of that protein may never be fully used. Digestion is another reason food is so important after 60. Lower stomach acid and slower gut movement mean that large, heavy meals or highly processed products can leave you bloated, uncomfortable, and undernourished at the same time. In contrast, simple, nutrient-dense foods are easier to break down. They empty from the stomach steadily, giving your muscles a longer window to pull in amino acids and rebuild. Timing also matters. When you were younger, your body could miss a meal and catch up later. Now, long gaps without protein accelerate muscle breakdown. Spreading your protein and muscle-supporting foods across breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even a small evening snack keeps your muscles fed around the clock. Some foods work quickly, giving your muscles an immediate boost. Others digest slowly, protecting your muscles from overnight loss. The 10 foods we will cover are not exotic or expensive. They are everyday options you can pick up at any grocery store. Each one plays a different role. Some turn on the muscle-building switch. Some calm inflammation so damaged tissue can repair. Some improve blood flow so nutrients reach the muscle fibers that need them most. Together, they transform your meals into a targeted strategy against sarcopenia instead of just calories on a plate. There is also an emotional side to this. When you feel weaker, you naturally move less. When you move less, your appetite for protein falls, and you may start choosing quick, low-protein snacks instead of real meals. That creates a loop, where less movement and poorer nutrition feed into each other, accelerating muscle loss. Using food intentionally breaks that loop. When you design your plate to support muscle, you give exercise something to build on again. Even gentle activity like walking, light squats from a chair, or lifting small weights becomes far more productive when your muscles are already well fed from the inside. Let us begin with one of the simplest and most powerful foods you can add to your day: plain Greek yogurt. It earns a top place on this list because of its unique protein pattern. Inside each serving are 2 different proteins, whey and casein, and they behave very differently inside your body. Whey is a fast-acting protein. Within minutes of eating it, your digestive system breaks it down and floods your bloodstream with amino acids. That quick rise is exactly what your muscles need first thing in the morning, or right after any light exercise, to flip on the repair switch. Casein, on the other hand, digests slowly. It is released into your system over several hours, providing a gentle, steady stream of building blocks instead of a short spike. This combination is perfect for older adults. Overnight, your body goes many hours without food. By morning, your muscles are in a slightly broken down state, hungry for support. A single cup of Greek yogurt can deliver around 20 grams of high-quality protein and a generous dose of leucine, the amino acid that tells your body, begin rebuilding now. Without enough leucine, that signal is weak, and muscle building stalls, even if the total protein looks adequate on paper. Greek yogurt also supports the gut itself. Many varieties contain live probiotics, the friendly bacteria that help you digest and absorb nutrients more efficiently. Because poor digestion is a hidden driver of sarcopenia, anything that improves gut health directly helps your muscles receive more from every meal. When your intestines are less inflamed and more balanced, amino acids move into your bloodstream more easily. You can multiply the benefits of Greek yogurt by pairing it with berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries provide antioxidants that neutralize some of the oxidative stress that naturally increases with age and with exercise. That stress can damage muscle cells and slow recovery. The color pigments in berries help protect those cells, so the protein you eat can be used for building rather than just repairing damage. A simple routine might look like this. Within an hour of waking, have 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, topped with a handful of mixed berries and, if you like, a small spoon of chopped nuts for healthy fats. This one habit alone can dramatically change how much usable protein your muscles receive each day. It is fast, affordable, and gentle on digestion, making it ideal for anyone rebuilding strength after 60. If Greek yogurt is your morning muscle starter, salmon, eggs, and lean beef form the powerful core of your main meals. Each of these foods delivers complete protein, but they also contribute unique nutrients that older muscles desperately need. Salmon is one of the best examples of food working on multiple levels at once. A modest portion provides roughly 25 grams of complete protein, but its true power lies in its omega-3 fats, EPA and DHA. These fats are natural inflammation regulators. They do not shut your immune system down. Instead, they help it resolve inflammation properly. That matters because chronic low-grade inflammation acts like background noise inside your muscles. It interferes with repair, makes soreness linger, and can even accelerate breakdown. By reducing that noise, omega-3 seconds clear the way for muscle tissue to rebuild. Salmon also provides vitamin D, which is vital for muscle strength, balance, and fall prevention. Many adults over 60 have low vitamin D levels, and eating fish like salmon 2 times per week is one of the most effective food-based ways to raise them. Eggs are another near-perfect muscle food. Each whole egg contains all 9 essential amino acids in a ratio your body loves to use. The yolk, which many people still avoid, is actually where much of the muscle-supporting nutrition lives. It contains vitamin D, healthy fats, choline for nerve health, and roughly half of the protein. 3 whole eggs at breakfast or lunch can deliver enough leucine to strongly activate your body's muscle-building pathways. Lean beef contributes in a different but equally important way. In addition to high-quality protein, beef naturally provides creatine, a compound your muscles use for quick bursts of power and for fast balance corrections. Creatine stores decline with age, and low levels are linked to slower reactions and poorer functional strength. Beef also offers heme iron for oxygen delivery, zinc for hormone support, and vitamin B12 for your nervous system. Together, salmon, eggs, and beef support both the strength and the speed of your muscles. They help you generate force to stand, climb, and carry, and they also improve your ability to react quickly if you slip or lose footing. If you do not enjoy large portions of meat, you can still use these foods strategically. Some people choose 2 whole eggs at breakfast, a few ounces of salmon at lunch, and a small serving of beef once or twice a week. Others rotate canned salmon or sardines into salads and sandwiches for convenience. The goal is not perfection, it is regular exposure. Your muscles respond to patterns, not to one impressive meal. By including at least one of these foods in most days of the week, you steadily refill the nutrient stores that support strength, reaction time, and stamina. While high-quality protein is the star of muscle rebuilding, it cannot do its job without powerful support from plants, nuts, and whole grains. Spinach, almonds, and quinoa may not look like classic muscle foods, but they quietly create the conditions your body needs to use every gram of protein more effectively. Spinach is rich in natural nitrates. Inside your body, these compounds are converted into nitric oxide, a gas that relaxes and widens blood vessels. Wider vessels mean better circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen, and more nutrients can reach your working muscles with each heartbeat. For an older adult, this can translate into walking farther before fatigue sets in, recovering faster after a day of activity, and feeling less burning in the thighs when climbing stairs. Almonds bring a different kind of protection. They are packed with vitamin E, one of the key antioxidants that shield muscle cells from oxidative stress. As we age, normal daily activities and even gentle exercise produce more free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage cell membranes and proteins. Vitamin E helps neutralize those molecules before they cause harm. Almonds also provide magnesium, which, as you learned earlier, allows muscles to contract and relax smoothly. A small handful of almonds as a snack or sprinkled over yogurt adds crunch, flavor, and real functional support. Quinoa earns its place because it acts like both a whole grain and a complete protein. Unlike most plant sources, quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it especially useful for older adults who prefer to eat less meat. It is also rich in magnesium, lysine, and iron, nutrients that support energy production and tissue repair. Quinoa digests at a moderate pace, helping maintain stable blood sugar. Stable blood sugar prevents the energy crashes that can make you feel too tired to move, and it protects muscle tissue from being broken down for fuel. On their own, spinach, almonds, and quinoa will not transform your strength overnight. But when they are combined with foods like Greek yogurt, eggs, salmon, and beef, they drastically enhance the return you get from every meal. They improve blood flow, reduce the damage that must be repaired, and supply minerals that keep each contraction smooth and coordinated. In short, they turn a simple plate of food into a true muscle rebuilding environment. One easy way to bring these three into your routine is to think in terms of simple combinations. A quinoa and spinach salad with a few slices of boiled egg or leftover salmon becomes a complete meal. A small bowl of Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of chopped almonds and a side of fruit becomes both a protein source and an antioxidant-rich snack. Even adding a handful of spinach to an omelet or blending it into a smoothie slowly raises your daily intake. You do not need dramatic changes to benefit. Quiet, consistent additions of these supportive foods create a background of better circulation, better protection, and better mineral balance that your muscles feel every single day. There is one more group of foods that plays a special role in protecting your muscles around the clock: cottage cheese, whey protein, and sweet potatoes. Think of this trio as your 24-hour support team, covering the gaps between main meals and keeping your muscles fueled when they are most vulnerable. Cottage cheese is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein. Unlike whey, which is absorbed quickly, casein is broken down over many hours. That makes it ideal as an evening snack. Most muscle breakdown happens overnight, when you go 6, 8, or even 10 hours without eating. By giving your body cottage cheese before bed, you provide a gentle stream of amino acids throughout the night, dramatically reducing the amount of muscle tissue your body is forced to break down for energy. Whey protein, in contrast, is your rapid response option. Many older adults struggle to reach 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal, which is the target most research suggests is needed to stimulate muscle building after 60. A small whey shake can help you cross that threshold without overwhelming your appetite or digestion. It is especially helpful after any strength work, housework, gardening, or walking that leaves your muscles pleasantly tired. Sweet potatoes round out this group by feeding your energy reserves. They replenish glycogen, the stored carbohydrate your muscles burn during movement. When glycogen is low, your body is more likely to convert amino acids from your muscles into fuel, especially if you go long stretches without eating. Sweet potatoes also provide potassium, which supports muscle contraction, and vitamin C, which helps maintain collagen in your muscles and joints. Putting these foods together with the others we have discussed creates a simple but powerful daily plan. You might start the day with Greek yogurt and berries, enjoy salmon with quinoa and spinach at lunch, snack on almonds in the afternoon, choose lean beef with vegetables and sweet potato at dinner, and then have a small bowl of cottage cheese in the evening. With this pattern, your muscles receive frequent, high-quality protein, steady energy, and constant support. You do not have to follow this exact menu, but the principles behind it are non-negotiable if you want to fight sarcopenia. Aim for protein in every meal, supportive plants and healthy fats on every plate, and at least one slow protein source in the evening. Over time, these quiet choices add up to noticeably stronger legs, easier movement, and a body that feels more capable again. If you are new to these ideas, start small. You might add half a scoop of whey to a smoothie after your afternoon walk, or bake a tray of cubed sweet potatoes once a week so they are ready to reheat at dinner. You might keep a small container of cottage cheese in the fridge and treat it as part of your nightly wind-down, just like brushing your teeth. Over time, these habits become automatic. You will not have to think about eating for muscle every day, because your routine will already be doing that work for you. You have just seen how sarcopenia works, and how 10 simple foods can help you fight back. But information alone will not rebuild your muscles. What changes your strength is what you decide to put on your plate this week. You do not have to be perfect. You do not need special powders or complex meal plans. You simply need to start feeding your muscles like they matter again. Choose one of these foods to add today. Maybe it is Greek yogurt at breakfast, salmon this week, or a small bowl of cottage cheese before bed. Then, layer in another choice tomorrow. Small, steady steps are how your muscles grow. If this message helped you see your body differently, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss guidance on strength, balance, and healthy aging. Tell me in the comments which food you will start with. I read every message.